Okay, got those wheels on, the axle flipped. Looks cool, but it is quite a bit lower, be a bit less practical off-road, but it'll be fun doing skids and stuff. So I'm going to take it into work now and try and sort out the steering geometry. I might change the shock position, move this out a bit further too, so I get a bit stiffer front suspension. Alright, I'm in at work, so first thing I'm going to do is probably cut this down, lower it down a bit so it brings the wheel more vertical. So I've got the two front wheels straightened out. What I ended up doing is making another pivot point higher up on here, cutting this down. Alright, I've welded this axle together, so it should be strong now. The chain is so tight that I can barely move it, so I'm going to put another link in here. Are you all tight?
Yep.
Cool, thank you. Alright, it's like a month later. I had heaps of trouble with this thing. It stopped running. I had all the tank off, all the injectors and everything off. Thought I had a problem, but it turned out it was just the spark plugs to replace them, and it goes good now. What I need to do next is this whole rear swing arm assembly is only holding by the original motorbike frame. So I put these little tags at the side here, so I need to brace this back, let it pivot there, whip into work and see if I can make up some bars for this. Welcome to the hydraulic press channel. Alright, I've welded those all off and given them a bit of a paint job. So that one there only connects on the top side. And this one connects to the top and bottom side, so that'll give it a bit more lateral stability, and the other one should give it longitudinal stability. Anyway, should help a bit. Alright, about to load it up and take it to my mate's farm. Alright, I'm out at my old friend Scott's house, and Aaron, he's come as well. Going to take it for a ride, but it's pretty wet and there's a lot of cow poo in the paddock, so it'll be fun but dirty. Thought his back wheel fell off.
Oh no, look at that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's sitting somewhere. Chains come off and going wrong with that right wheel.
Yeah, right wheel looked like it snapped the axle.
So, anything you want to say?
That sucks. 10 seconds of fun, it's all over. Axle's bent, broken, the chains come off.
How come I drove all the way over there and then it just fell off in 1 second?
Alright, we're back at home. Stuck with the good things. Moving that shock mount out made the suspension a little bit harder. The steering geometry is way better. It's quite nice to drive. The motor was running horribly, but it still had heaps of power. So I actually made a video on making this axle, and it was a pretty lazy way of making it. It's a pipe inside a pipe. I think it's actually the torque that's torn it, and since this bearing is, you know, one of these outer races that can spin in the housing, it's just loaded up and come over. So I probably need to make a whole new axle. I mean, I think this part here is reasonably strong, but I just made this stuff out of pipe, and I've also machined it down a little bit so I could fit the bearings over it. If you want to learn how not to build an axle, check out the video in the description. So people that would be watching my channel would know that this used to be a 3-wheeler, had one big wheel in the center at the back, and I've changed it to 2 wheels. So this is the first time I've actually tried it with this rear axle setup. Also, this is just a straight swing arm like a quad has, like a racing quad has. So if you go over a bump on this side, all the load's trying to twist the whole chassis, so it's not really an ideal setup. But I think the tyres take a lot of the shock out of it. I was worried about the swing arm twisting, but turned out the axle was the problem. At the moment I've only got the one brake here for the back wheels, which I didn't even get a chance to use because I only drove it for like 30 seconds. I have a pedal made up for the front brakes, and I had a motorbike caliper, and I've got some big motorbike brakes to put on the front, which would be good, but that's a lot of work. So guys, let me know if you want to see more of this thing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.